I wasn't sure how much time had passed, but I grew hungry. My head still hurt a little, and my tied-up limbs only made me moody. She just sat there staring at her phone. She kept dialing some numbers with an anxious expression. Why don't you eat something? Not hungry. You ate this morning? She's too poor for food! Just cut to the chase and stop beating around the bush, will you? Staring at me with a certain annoyance, she replied coldly. Hey, chill. Ow! Keep babbling, I dare you. Look, why saying I want to go home won't do anything, so fuck you. After another kick out of nowhere, she looked down on me relentlessly. You want money, right? How much? None of your business. I tried to negotiate with her, but she just looked even more annoyed. Look, if you let me go now, all my money is yours. All the cash on me and my bank savings. That should work, right? I'll say nothing and pretend it's never happened. I live by myself anyway, and no one will suspect it if I just say I took a walk. Shut up. I feel like my dad probably doesn't care about me. You think I'm a fool? Why should I believe you? You think you could talk your way out of this? Just shut up and wait for your daddy to pay. She snorted and showed no interest in my proposal. What if he won't? He will. She interrupted me, raising an eyebrow at me. He'll be in trouble if he doesn't. I realized her implication. My dry chuckle felt bitter. She had a point. I would be in trouble without the ransom. I suppressed my worry, knowing it was not the time to panic. The priorities were collecting any information, replenishing my stamina, and finding a chance to escape. Can I have something to drink and eat? I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday. Oh? The rich boy is already hungry after skipping one meal? Yes. I admitted without hesitation. My hunger was real, and there was nothing impressive about hiding that. She couldn't retort, so she poured me a glass of water from the bottle after a grunt. I can't grab it unless you untie me. Just lick it like a dog. I tried to convince her to loosen up the rope, but she had no intention to do so. I will drink it, it doesn't matter. Then please hold it still. Seriously? Noticing I would do as she suggested, she sounded surprised. Look girl, I'm thirsty, what do you expect? I'm not some hoity-toity pussy. Isn't that your suggestion? You can feed me otherwise. Not breaking a sweat, I replied coldly. Pride was not edible, and I had to keep my strength. Why you? I was used to it. If someone wanted to insult or enrage you, just accept it plainly. People are like cats. They don't show interest in toys that don't struggle. I feel like you're used to this then. Don't move. No longer composed, she moved closer to me with water in her hand. What are you? I was pressed to the wall without finishing my sentence. Bending my head, she forced the water down my throat, almost like an act of torture. Want some more? She raised her eyebrow, smiling victoriously. You know what? Yes, I'll take some more, you bitch. Screw you. I couldn't say anything while choking. The spilled water soaked my clothes, making me tremble in this cold weather. That was straightforward and violent, but at least I can rest a little after drinking the water. The cell phone on the table started vibrating. She stole a glance at me with pursed lips after seeing the number. People have small gestures when they're under pressure. like pursing lips, flipping hair, and biting nails. The person in question might not be aware of it, but one's body language reveals his or her true emotion. Stay here, and don't you dare make a sound. Leaving that threat, she walked out the door with a phone. With the door closed shut, I vaguely heard a conversation outside, but was not able to figure out the exact content. Was it the accomplice? There would be less of a chance to escape if there were more of them. I sighed toward the sky. As though mocking my effort, every undesirable event occurred. If there was only her, then I had to rest as much as possible. There might be a chance to escape when she wasn't careful. The door was the only exit. I might be even able to jump out of the window if I could get out of these ropes. Location, head count, weapons. Too many uncertainties. Let alone how to get out of these damn ropes. It was more practical to figure something out on my own than wait for rescue. It would be ideal if I can persuade her to let me go. I must not trigger her before I'm prepared, though. At the very least, I should make her drop her guard to facilitate my escape. But before that, I'll play it by ear. Let's try to find something useful when she's not around. I have. Click on the icon, return to previous, change view. Alright. I don't think that matters. What is this? What's on the table? Rectangular wooden desk. Yes, I don't need to look at that. You didn't need to look at that, you know. The date, the time, the closet. A wooden wardrobe closet of a certain age with a nasty, moldy smell. The ravages of time really messed up the door, as though one kick would totally shatter it. Is there anything else in here? You want to talk about the poster? The date. Do you even know what day it is? Is there anything else? We have an outlet, the bag. Aside from textbooks, the backpack I carried with me when I was kidnapped has my pencil case, wallet. There's nothing usable as a weapon except the pen, which is a poor choice against a knife. And lastly, we have a chair. You know what? We might as well look at the poster. The yellowing paper reveals signs of age. It must be a popular video game from the past. There's no useful information on it. The sunlight shined through the window at a certain angle, adding some energy to the dark room. Even the moldy smell seemed to get much thinner. Damn it. The girl walked back and forth in the room, anxiety clear on her face. What's wrong? Your dad doesn't believe you're with us. What an idiot. Probably think it's a scam. This outcome was only natural. Even I would not take this sort of call seriously. His baby boy will suffer if he doesn't brighten up soon. What's so funny? You think I won't touch you? She frowned upon hearing my laughter, and then took out her weapon in a menacing manner. No, I don't doubt you. No, it's just that I'm not that important to him. What do you mean? Noticing how odd my statement was, she raised her eyebrow and followed up. I haven't contacted my family in a long time. Our relationship isn't as close as you imagine. I had been pondering since I got kidnapped if I should tell her that. I was a poor choice for a hostage. Maybe she will let me go or silence me instead. However, it was only a matter of time before she found out. So, might as well be transparent here. Why? You had a rebellious phase or something? He's self-centered, or perhaps workaholic is more correct. The complicated family relationship was hard to explain in a few words. I was deciding on how to piece my sentences together to answer her question. He spends half a year abroad and never cares about his family. He will work till midnight even when he's back in Taiwan. I don't even see him that often during holidays. It's always about the company. It's all for the stockholders and employees, blah blah blah. In my opinion, it's all for his own ego. Whether it was my graduation, birthday, or even a car accident, he never showed up. Wouldn't even make a damn phone call. Clearly, his job is far more important than me. You probably wouldn't even know about the accident if not for the hospital calling an emergency contact. I tried to shrug, but my tied-up hands made that a bit difficult. Anyways, he doesn't care if I'm alive or dead. He might even feel relieved about me getting kidnapped. Sorry about that, but you would have better luck with a secretary. Hell, if you let me go now, I can even tell you his secretary's number as a bonus. I proposed to her half-jokingly, yet her reaction was unexpected. She didn't open her mouth as she coldly looked at me next to the window. You think that's funny? To my surprise, she walked to me while flipping her hair. You think I should feel sympathy for you? Want me to pity you? She grabbed my collar and pulled me so close I could feel her breath. Car accident? Hospitalized? Your daddy doesn't give a shit about you? Be fucking grateful that he didn't leave you a pile of debt. You think everyone has a happy family? School, meals, home. So many things you take for granted aren't the case for us. Stop acting like a victim if you know nothing. You just make me want to puke. Every word was delivered clearly. Her voice contained a certain indescribable weight. Seeing me not respond, she let go of my collar and spat on the ground angrily. I am wasting my time. Realizing she might have spoken too much, she turned her head away and returned to the window with a dejected look. Well, that didn't work. I sighed lightly. Things wouldn't be that easy after all. It was true, I wanted to win her pity, but that was no lie either. A father always working and a mom never home. That's the image of my family. Every time I was home, all I could see upon opening the door was a vast, empty living room. I noticed how big the house was. So big that I could only feel the emptiness. I breathed out, raised my head, and looked at the small part of the sky from the window. The only lie was that I no longer felt hurt by it. Hunger. The night came, and I had eaten nothing but crackers. I never knew starving could be this uncomfortable. She didn't seem to eat anything either. She was either staring at her phone or smoking while looking outside the window. You can afford the cigarettes but not the food? What? There were a few phone calls, but all were made outside so I couldn't hear her. I didn't know what was discussed, but it didn't appear the negotiations with my family was smooth. After a lot of hesitation, I decided to ask her. What? I need to go use the bathroom. She stole a glance at me, but acted as though she heard nothing. I said, I need to use the bathroom. I repeated myself. This time she slowly turned over. You... She probably didn't expect my physiological needs. She opened her mouth awkwardly but couldn't say anything. Can you figure out something on your own? Clearly the type that got angry when she had nothing to say, she turned her head with a stern face and hit the desk with her knuckles. Realizing this might be a chance to make her untie the rope, I grew silent and said no more. Not knowing my plan, she acted nonchalantly, but kept stealing glances in my direction. Since it was about time, I sighed innocently. Guess I have to do it here after... Wait! Seeing I wasn't joking, she stopped me with a darkened face. Are you stupid? Can't you go to the bathroom yourself? Staying in an old house was one thing, but even a kidnapper wouldn't want to stay in a room filled with human excrement. But I can't even unzip myself like this. You're so annoying! Look, I just wanted to take a shit! She pushed me to the wall suddenly and turned me over. I panicked, since I couldn't see what she was doing. I tried to turn myself back, but only heard a cold voice next to my ear. Be quiet. She pressed my body with her elbow, and I felt a cold sensation on my back. No question about what that was. Do not talk, do not struggle. If you move, I stab. If you yell, I stab. She was not going to castrate me, was she? She knew even without my genitals, I still need to go use the bathroom, right? Bear with it. I controlled myself from saying anything, quietly waiting for her next move. Suddenly, the restrictions on my hands disappeared. Oh. It was quite a relief, both mentally and physically. My hands were finally free as I felt exhaustion take over. I never thought moving freely would bring such happiness. Even my shoulder and neck felt much better. If I could move my hands, my chances of escape grew more. Raise your hands. As though seeing through me, I saw the sharp knife when I turned around. Huh? I told you to raise your hands! Wait a sec, I won't... She was totally not giving me a chance to explain myself. Not risking my own life, I raised my hands obediently. I can't escape even without the rope. Who would be this dumb to fight someone with a knife? She ignored my nagging and showed no hesitation with her movements. Oh, she tied my feet. My happiness evaporated instantly. Within a minute of having my freedom, I become a prisoner once more. One glance at the bathroom, and antiquated was all I could describe it as. The old bathroom naturally wasn't big. The only source of light came through the transom, and the air smelled of mold. The tiles were engulfed in dirt. The tiled bathtub and the ink green toilet all looked like products of the last century. The drain was so nasty I couldn't even look at it. I tried to make a face in the mirror, but the reflection was so blurry I couldn't even recognize myself. My effort to tear the rope apart was in vain. My hands, tied, moved from the back to the front, and without a tool of some sort, I couldn't cut myself loose. Was there some sort of sharp item, like a razor or broken tile? Done yet? You better not have any funny ideas. Almost done. She sounded impatient outside the door. To avoid suspicion, I chose not to stay long. I prepared to leave after finishing my business. A bathroom break was the only time I was by myself. If only I could find some weapons. We could stab her with a toothbrush. You could have dipped the toothbrush in the toilet. I twisted the faucet. Surprisingly, there was still running water. Upon exiting, she immediately moved closer in case I was hiding something. From the rope to the pocket, she didn't miss any detail. There's nothing, really. Even a body search didn't seem to remove her suspicion of me, as though there was no way I could be disobedient. I'll be fine if I collaborate, right? I'm not brave enough to risk my life. You better be. You're the only one in trouble if you try to escape. If the rope can't hold you, I wouldn't mind breaking your leg. Leaving that threat, she returned to the window and lit a cigarette. She tirelessly supported her head. The messy hair hid her expression, making it hard to read her thoughts, which seemed to disappear with the cigarette smoke. Hey. She went through my cell phone and suddenly asked me a question. Why don't you have your mom's phone number in here? I accidentally deleted it. Oh? She's busy. No time for me. Having no intention to talk about my family, I tried to end the topic quickly. Yet she started laughing mockingly. So busy that she doesn't even know her own son is kidnapped? Isn't your dad the only one working? What is she busy with? Shopping? Afternoon tea? Buying luxury purses abroad? How much more bias can you get? I was fed up with her unreasonable attitude, trying to paint the rich people as pigs drowning in money and all sorts of luxury. They had no ability nor brains and were only good at ordering people around with money and exhausting their employees every day just to earn money to waste. I don't know how many people believe in such stereotypes, always suspecting others were doing something illegal if they had a better life than the others. They don't ponder the reason behind those differences, but simply lamented the social injustice and cursed others' success. Such blind hatred towards the rich was simply laughable. People like that make claims like, they're just lucky and rely on their parents. I can do the same if I'm rich. And clutch these mental victories of theirs. Biased? Hearing my words, she snorted and raised her eyebrow in disapproval. Are you kidding me? Are you the ones with the bias? What can you achieve without a degree? Hey, who let people like her in? Watch out, she must be a thief if she's this poor. Aren't these your words? Ha! After her lively imitation, she burst into laughter, her voice filled with self-deprecation. I would like to know what I've done to deserve all your bias. Her tone made it sound like she went through a lot of discrimination. I wasn't sure what sort of experience led to such an extreme mindset. Yet, such words from the mouth of a kidnapper seemed to only prove these biased statements. Whatever. She turned her head and was not willing to say more. Night came, her eyes sparkled like a star, focused on some faraway place I couldn't fathom. It couldn't be helped, I know that. The world isn't fair. The girl's whisper was barely audible, not sure to me or to herself. It echoed within the room like some spell and stayed for a long time. Many things were easier than expected. She never knew kidnapping could be this easy. He was taken without any sort of resistance. The girl looked at the boy next to the wall, who curled his body up to preserve some warmth. The short and rapid breathing seemed to indicate he couldn't find peace even in dreams. Uncertain if he really fell asleep, despite her drowsiness, the girl didn't close her eyes, afraid he might escape if she wasn't careful. Once she got the ransom, she could start a new life, away from these stigmas and this mundane life. A notification flashed on the cell phone. Some hesitation flew across the girl's face, but it reverted back to her usual stern look. She had decided long ago. It didn't matter what it would take. So long had she lived for someone else. It was time to fight for her own right. There's more? I can't take anymore. I've been reading an hour. I'm tired. I quit. Have fun, everyone. I quit. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, well, feel free to check out the visual novel yourself. This is only the demo, so who knows what the full game will be like. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.